Did you mess up, Jason?
I might have messed up.
Hi everyone, Janie here. Welcome back to my garden. We are working in the front garden today in the flower field. Well, what is to become the flower field. So this center island here, we have plans for it. We have big plans for it that involve a gazebo there, a dry creek bed, a couple fountains, pathway, all that kind of stuff. The problem is that we don't have the time and we don't have the money to deal with it this year. We are focusing on the backyard and we are focusing on the orchard garden over there, which is, it's looking so good. So this we had planned just to kind of wait on the center island until next year. But I mean, if you know me at all, you know I can't just leave a piece of land like this bare. And I already have drip attached to it and I already have a ton of seeds. And so I had a bright idea to turn it into a cut flower field this season. And it should be pretty easy. It should be pretty straightforward. It should not cost us any money. Well, kind of any money. So Jason is off for the next 2 weeks and he is helping me out in the garden and we're having fun, right?
Yeah, it's fun.
It's nice. It's nice to kind of just hang out in the garden and for me to have company.
I like it.
And you probably to do something else other than...
It's a nice change of pace.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So what we are doing today is we are installing the drip irrigation. And so we've kind of thought of a couple ways that we're going to do it. But basically what we have, you can see this line right here. This is where the irrigation guy cut through the driveway to get drip irrigation to the center island because we didn't have any drip irrigation. So I have a 1-inch irrigation tube that goes to about right here. We're going to tap off of that and then we're going to do a big circle/square of 5/8 inch tubing. And then we're going to connect tubing side to side to kind of almost make it a grid. But the thing that I have to say, and this was my mom's idea, I am not going to plant in lines. I think I'm going to plant in clumps, like groupings to make it look beautiful. But can you guys understand my drawing? So let's see. For this way, I'm going to leave a spot for a pathway down the middle. And then at the end of the pathway, right in front of that raised mound right there, I want to do like a little trellis, something that I can grow some, I don't know, tithonia or something on it. Maybe have a bench, maybe have a bird bath. This is the propane tank. I hope you all understand what I'm showing you. This was my drawing for Jason.
It's beautiful.
Did you get it?
It took a little bit of explaining.
Did you understand what I was trying to get across with this beautiful drawing? Anyway, we all get what I'm trying to say, I think. So this is my irrigation wagon that I put together. This is so incredibly useful for me. It has all the things that we would need to set up drip irrigation. I don't think we're going to need spaghetti tubing today because I don't think we're going to use spaghetti tubing. I think that we're just going to tap in to the 5/8 inch tubing right there with drip emitters, just like that. We're just going to tap straight into the big tubing. Then we do have T-couplers right here to make the grid. Back to reference my paper. Like there would be a T-coupler, there would be a T-coupler. I really should have done a better picture. I'm really sorry. And then lots and lots and lots of sticks. We use I go through these all the time. So anyway, Jason is going to get started. He is putting on a coupler. Now what I like to use what's called universal couplers, and you can see they have this little extra thing at the end. I don't know what you would call that, but basically if you've seen anybody use those wire clamps that hold the tubes just to make sure that nothing pops off, that's what these do. And it's just already attached to the coupler. These are a little bit more expensive, but I've had so many irrigation tubes and couplers and everything pop off, that to me it's kind of just worth it to just do it and know that it's going to stay put. So that's what we are using. And then here's a mini version of the same thing that I was talking about. So this would be for that tubing right there. So we are going to get started on this. I might take a little bit of a break and go sow more seeds, because now I can sow a ton of seeds because I have tons of room to grow everything. So let me show you just real quick. So I'm thinking about having the pathway kind of go here, kind of meander a little bit, and then end right over there where the mound is. Hopefully you can see the mound, and then have a little archway right there with the bench. So it's just something that you can walk through. I think it'll be really pretty for pictures. My plan is to grow like lots of dahlias, lots of zinnias, lots of cosmos, lots of sunflowers, lots of really, really easy stuff to grow for summer and for heat. And I think it's going to be happy, and I think it's going to be beautiful. And I already have the seeds because I have that problem where I overbuy seeds all the time. And now I can use them. All right, everyone, let me give you an update on all the progress that's been made today. And I gotta admit, I didn't do much of this work. I got called out. I had to do a couple kid pickups and drop-offs and play dates and all that kind of stuff. And so luckily Jason was here doing all of it. And let me show you what he got done. So while I was here and you all saw a couple drone shots, yes, I have actually had that drone for a while. I've just not had enough time to get out and mess with it. So now that Jason was here helping me with some projects, I was able to finally get the drone out. So I helped him lay the perimeter tubing. We just basically think of it as one big circle around the center island. And then I went to do some pickups and stuff like that. And he started tapping in with that universal coupler, and then it spans, the 5/8 inch spans all the way across, and it taps into the other side. So it's basically like a big grid. We used all the 5/8 inch, and then we even had some extra 1/2 inch, and we used all of that too as well, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks good. So we got to go to the irrigation supply store, get a couple more. I think we only need a couple more rows because I don't want it to be too close to the propane tank. You know what I mean?
Great.
So we only need a couple more rows. And these rows, by the way, are 3 feet apart. We just, right?
Did you see my one?
One what?
My one measurement error.
Measurement error?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
That one is more like 5 feet. So
Oh. Did you mess up, Jason?
I might have messed up. I might have measured once and cut once instead of measured twice.
Uh-oh. I didn't even notice.
You don't want to try to make it even?
No.
You sure?
No.
We can do it.
No. We're done. You finished. You did good.
It's not.
No.
It's like bushy plants, so it kind of hides it.
No. I didn't even notice. It's totally fine. I am sure there are some people watching that notice that, but I didn't notice that.
I'm sure everybody's like,
No, that's just you. Yeah, we're not going to fix that. That is totally fine. So basically, like I was saying, we're going to take these, we're going to tap these into the tubing, and wherever I plant out one of my seedlings or one of my flowers, we'll just have one of these to it. These are the 1/2 gallon per hour, and I think that should be plenty. And this is its own zone, so I can run this zone as often or as little as I want. So it's going to make it easy, and yeah. That was easy for me. I didn't have to do anything. I think right now I'm going to go sow some seeds, though. I got all this space I got to plant up. I need some more seeds.
it's a good use of the space.
Right? It looks good. Okay, I'm going to head to the backyard, to my potting area behind my office to sow those seeds. I did want to say one thing about the propane tank, because whenever I show it, I do get some questions. Yes, we are planning on moving it, but not this year, just because of budget, right? We just can't afford it. No, unfortunately, we cannot bury it right there because we have a septic tank right underneath it. Ideally, I would want to move it to the front corner by the front gate where I just planted all those glads. That would be my choice, and then put like some type of fence around it or something so we can't see it. But again, not this year, just because of the budget. You know how that is. All right, so I've got all those seedlings tucked in to my greenhouse. You saw the pictures of the ones that I planted or sowed. I am just doing a complete mix. I'm literally just going through my big basket of all the seeds that I have, and I'm sowing them. And some of the packets are like 2 years old, so some of my germination has just been okay. There's no rhyme or reason to this. It's just for fun, and I'm just using that extra space on my property for this year and just having fun with it. So huge thanks to Jason for helping me out today. That was awesome, and it allowed me to go do some kids stuff, which is great. It feels good to have him home. I wish I could have him home more. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.